A, Canadian. Yes. And B, officiated at my wedding. So I'm not sure which one is more impressive, but he's a legendary actor, he's a brilliant guy. I love to death Victor Garber. We also have another actor here who's one of the great legends of all time, who is really intimidating to work with. He's really funny. You thought that was you, Tate? No. I don't have anything to say about him. He's a genius. I think you'll love him in the movie. And he's the sweetest guy in the world, despite the fact that he's always playing like the cranky guy with the heart of gold. My personal cranky guy with the heart of gold, Alan Arkin. No more of the actors get kisses after that. We have one of the tremendous talents in this movie. I love him from movies like, from Barton Fink or Raising Arizona. He's incredible in this movie. He takes lines that I never thought would work, and he makes them incredible. He's great. I owe him a great debt. I'm so glad he did the movie. John Goodman. Very serious and handsome senior officer in the CIA who has wit, but gravitas and a sense of compassion. And I thought, there should be people like that out there to find. And I discovered there was really only one guy that was right for it, and that guy, he was doing like 20 movies. So I hoped we could get him. We were really lucky. We did get him. He's here tonight, Bryan Cranston. Called Killing Me Softly that hasn't come out yet with Brad Pitt. The director of that is Andrew Dominic. I know Andrew because he directed my brother in a movie that was at Toronto that more people saw in Toronto than saw in general release. But it's called The Assassination of Jesse James with the Carol before. Yeah. And he directed this movie Killing Me Softly, and I ran into him and he said, I said casting a movie, he said, mate, whatever you do, mate, cast Scoot McNeary. It sounded like a joke, like I was being punked. But it turned out there really is a Scoot McNairy. And not only that, he's a wonderful, brilliant actor. And then I turned him on to Matt and John Krasinski's movie, so he'll be appearing in Promised Land later on this year. Please welcome Scoot McNairy. There was an actress that I saw in Kevin Smith's movie called Red State. She has one scene in the movie that it just completely blew me away. I had never seen an actress shift gears in those ways. I completely was enamored of her. And the casting director and I looked at it and we said, well, there she is. She's a great movie and she's Carrie Boucher. Come on up. The next actor you'll have recognized, he's a wonderful guy. He's also friends with one of the producers. So. But he is a really terrific actor. He's a terrific director in his own right. And he made the experience of making the movie so pleasant. He's got this wonderful sense of self, but he's very self-effacing, he's humble, he's funny. When I grow up, I want to be Tate Donovan. The last person we have hiding back there. This is a guy who I've been friends with for more than 20 years. And we did a movie together in 1991. It was a huge bomb. Called Dazed and Confused. And we became friends, and he was the coolest guy in a movie full of cool guys. I was the bottom cool guy. And, he's an amazing actor, and he did me a favor, and he did this movie. And he's He's wonderful. I love him. Rory Cochran. That's it in terms of actors. Is there any other actors back there? There are no other actors at the festival. This is, really briefly, I want to just say a few words in case I never get a chance to thank anybody again after this. There's just a few reasons why this movie got made. The main reason, frankly, is a guy who believed in me, who a bunch of years ago brought me into his office and said, I think you are a great filmmaker, and I think you are a great filmmaker and director and actor. And I honestly thought for a second, like maybe he had the wrong guy. You know what I mean? Like somebody told him, bring in this guy. And he said, what do you want to do? What do you want to make? We support you. And he has supported me throughout that time, unfailingly. And he's also supported other people that I've seen through thick and thin, through failures and successes. He's become a friend of mine. I love him. I don't know where he is. But he's the best. So Jeff Robinoff from Warner Brothers is out there. If you're really lucky and you have a movie, you get to have it distributed. If you're really lucky, it's distributed by one of the major studios that can, spend money and make posters and stuff like that. But if you're really, really lucky, you get the chance to work with the very best person at marketing in the world, and somebody who also has extraordinary instincts about what kind of creative choices in terms of making movies will work. I adore her. She's also here somewhere. I love you, Sue Kroll. Thank you very much. If you have a movie and you need to get it on the best screen in the Juneau, Alaska multiplex, the guy you need to know is my friend who I'm about to announce, who's amazing. He knows every single theater, every single owner, every single hustle, the way they're dropping off and stealing the prints in the United States. He's the only reason that the town worked, I think, because he tricked everyone into putting it onto a good screen. So thank you, Dan Feldman. Also, who's here is a big supporter of ours, also from Warner Brothers, somebody who really mattered to this movie. I said I was going to be brief, right? Who's really smart, has really good instincts, and who I'm really looking forward to working on the next thing, whatever it is, Greg Silverman. When you work as a filmmaker, as a director, part of the fear is well, I have the studio and these producers, and they're going to tell me what to do, or they're going to ruin the movie, and it's going to be all fucked up, and it's going to ruin my career. And the studio I had was great. And in this case, I got to work with filmmakers producers who were actually filmmakers, who understood the process I was going through, who understood that most days were just filled with terror and indecision, who understood how hard it was to do the job, and who understood what it took to support me. They took a chance on me. This was their movie. I came to them and said, look, I want to do this. I want to direct and star. They're great. They really did an amazing job. They're the best producers you could think of. The sort of better known of them is Grant Heslov. So I'd like to give Grant a hand. And Grant also works sometimes with George Clooney. Thank you, George. Also here is Graham King, who put up money for the movie, produced the movie, was involved in the town, who's just a great guy, a fun guy, makes good movies, cares about quality. I'm really glad he's in the movie business, so thank you very much. And his partner, Tim Headington, who's a guy who's really backed important filmmakers and is an important force in the movie business. And there's a reason why this movie got financed as well, so thank you very much. I want to thank somebody who's kind of the reason why the whole thing got held together. She's spectacular. She's the hardest working person I know. She puts up with all of my shit, which is a lot. And her name is Shay Carter, and she's my representative. And I don't like to take a film by credit. I feel like it's an effort of a lot of talented people. This movie is me standing on a lot of really good people's shoulders. Sharon Seymour, Rodrigo Prieto was the cinematographer. Jackie West did the costumes. They're amazing. All these actors are incredible. the shoulders that I stood on the most for making this movie, and the reason why this movie is good, this is not self-effacing, this is not false humility. The reason this movie is good is because of Chris Terrio. He wrote the movie, and I just shot the movie that he wrote. He's amazing, this guy. I'm the reason why there's an occasional fuck-up, right? So I want to say they're here tonight. You know, it's really pretty cool. You know, when you make a movie about somebody, you kind of owe them everything. You know, they are the thing. It's pretty wonderful that they came up here. You know, they've had both of them wonderful lives. This is about Tony. You know, I want to thank Tony and John, and not just for being here, not just for supporting the movie, but for what they've done. And I want to thank Tony for rescuing people and saving their lives in his service. There's really only one other person I want to thank for when I start the movie, and she's the only. She is actually the reason why I'm standing here. She's the reason why there's this movie. She's the reason why there's anything good in my life. Why she puts up with me, I'll never know, but she is truly an exquisite, extraordinary, gifted, graceful, lovely, beautiful, wonderful woman. I love you wherever you are, my wife, Jennifer.